evening today. This is Casey the Great right here again, and I'm here to share some wonderful and beautiful things with you today again, like I always do daily, so you can understand what's going on in the market. And today we're going to be looking into the chart analysis of BTC, ETH, and WLD for some of us that traded. You understand, which is okay. Now we got some news also to talk about, so you just don't want to go anywhere. uh, and thanks for the like, the repost. Thanks for the feedback, and thanks for sharing the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and even share with people so they can benefit from my daily chart analysis, because we can all see the results that whatever I say has been coming to pass at least 99.9%. All right, before I dive into the chart, let's take a look at what's going on in the market, talking about the news. Today is the 12th of October 2023, and we know there has been this case in the court talking about the Alameda research of what happened to the FTX last year that made even BTC or cryptocurrency market plummet more. And we can see Alameda lost nearly $200 million to phishing attacks, their ex-engineer says. And also we can see right that Bitcoin drops below 27k. Ether stable as Jim Cramer pokes bearish call. We all know Jim Cramer. Anytime you say the market is going to fall, sometimes the market just go up. You understand, because it's been like the enemy of cryptocurrency. We have a lot of them out there, but crypto is here to stay and definitely is the future currency. So you do not want to miss any of that. And we can see Bitcoin 300% surge from early 2019 focus of Fed official favor rate pursuit. But now what I want to talk about today, we can see Bahamian Prime Minister Philip Davis says future of crypto needs stable regulatory framework. Yes, I do agree with that. We need a lot of regulation to come into place. So, we don't have all these exchanges just come and go just like that and just let people's money disappear for no reason. And we can see Sam Bankman-Fried also accused Binance of leaking Alameda's balance sheet to Coindex, leaked into FTX collapse. That is very true. I even remember last year I had the video where I recorded. You can check it in my on my page. I recorded why Binance was doing too much just to be at the top of the game, and that's why they're trying to cripple the exchanges so they cannot match up with them. And if you want to be part of great thing, you can check the link down in the description and join the CoinW community, and also join the CoinW and get some rebates, get some commissions and all of that if you want to open your account. The links are down in the description. Also, we saw Trezor launches new hardware crypto wallet aimed at new user. I told you, always put the money you can afford to lose with these traders, and always keep your main asset, huge asset, in cold wallet. You understand? And that's what Trezor is trying to do. So those are the news that are just flying around, but we have major news today again. But before I go to that, let me show you another news here. Big banks pilot sophisticated crypto surveillance system in Project Outlast. JP Morgan debuted blockchain collateral transaction on TCN, and Bitstamp announced when it will cease offering services in Canada. A lot have been happening in Canada. And Caroline Ellison says FTX bribed the Chinese government with 100 million. We know Caroline Ellison is part of the Alameda research. She was even the CEO of Alameda research. But what is the big news I want to share with you today before we move to the chart analysis, because I know that's what a lot of people are waiting for, and I'm dropping the video this period because this is the period most of this project start moving crazy. You understand? Because this is where we are approaching the golden hour. You understand? When the New York session and the UK session will be together, while the UK session will be almost rounding up. Now, what do we have? The main news today is now we're going to be experiencing CPI today, and that is very important, guys. You need to be careful when you're taking your trade. Core price index will be happening today, and whenever it happens, I'm going to drop a video to explain whatever percentage, if it goes higher, more than actual, less than actual, forecasted, and all of that. I think I'm going to drop a video on that for you guys to know, so you can prepare yourself when the news comes out what you should expect. But I'm not gonna lie to you, whatever that comes out of the news, like yesterday we had the PPI came out yesterday. You see the PPI called PPI, and that's why we saw some movement in the game yesterday. But today we are just waiting for the CPI to come out, and I'm not gonna lie to you, that's what tells us what the inflation and everything is in United States, and that matters a lot. That always move the market crazy. Sometimes you do not want to risk your money, and it's going to be dropping anytime soon. You understand? All right, now let's move to what's it called? Let's move to today's business, which is now analyzing the chart. You understand? First of all, I'm going to look at the we're going to talk about the WLD, we're going to talk about the ETH, and we're going to talk about the Bitcoin. But let me start with the Bitcoin being the king of the market. We can see right here, let me bring all this in. Right here yesterday, we saw this movement yesterday, created a structure, and I told you, if you watch my video closely, I told you we have a structure. If you get into a buy, yes, using this minor structure, that was correct, but make sure your stop loss is here, which is about 170 points. Now it went up to give us about 200 points, but later calmed down to hit the stop loss for us trading big account if you don't close. But for people trading a small account, I expected you to have even left the market around this point, around 27 to 20, and follow the whole thing down. If you watch the video that I've been dropping, definitely you need to know how to trade a small account. And I told you, if you've been using my video that I dropped or that we did with MD to trade your small account, I believe you must have grown your account up to some extent now with what I've shared. But that's not what we're talking about today. We're talking about the chart analysis in general. So yesterday, we have the market move, gave about 200 points before turn around to calm down. And why did we have the turnaround is what I want to explain to you. Yesterday was just a pullback because of the news that came out, and today we're going to be expecting news again. Now, what are we expecting today? Let me bring all these bad guys in. Let me bring them in. We have that. We have this. You understand? I'm going to change this to another color. Because of what? Because we start having spikes. And anytime you have spikes, I told you need to use a spike to take your trade. You need to use a spike to take your trade. All right. I think now we have enough right there. Okay, now what are we expecting today in the market? Because it's almost the time for us to get into the market, and you can see the market is starting to move crazy. We have the structure creating itself right here yesterday. We have 1, 2, then we have the successful breakout. We have the retest at 0.618. You understand? But now when the market decided to continue the movement, it turns to a spike. And now that now brings us to have our 1, 2, 3. And whenever you have a spike, what do you expect? Is that you have your 4 or you have your 2 broken down and come down to where the market is coming from. Do you get what I'm trying to say? But right now, look at this very well. Look at this very well. Look at this very, very well. We can see that we have 1, 2, 3. But now we have an invisible cell. This is an invisible cell. No one is going to teach you this except on this channel. You're going to learn something like this. You see, we have an invisible cell, and now the invisible cell now created what we have, the pullback to respect the spike, which is 1, 2, 3, and come down to where the movement is coming from. Where is the movement coming from? The movement is coming from here. Can you see it? The movement is coming from here. That's why we have our 1, 2, 3. And now we are below the movement. Whenever you have something like that, we just need to break the below the movement, and the market will start moving back up. And I told you, whenever you see the market moving back up, what you need to do, you need to get in at immediate structure that presents itself. You understand? And this is a candle structure breaking out already. So if I'm looking at this trade now, I'm going to take the trade right here at around 26,800. But if you took the trade yesterday at 27 or 26,776, you're still supposed to be in the trade, because this is a minor structure. I'm talking about people trading big account, not a small account. This is a minor structure, and this is supposed to be a stop loss, and the stop loss has not been eaten yet. So now what are we expecting what are we expecting with the Bitcoin today? The Bitcoin has printed 1, 2, 3 spikes and it's been respected. So let me remove this. Let me remove all the drawings. We have 1, 2, 3 being expected, and it has come down to mitigate the 0.7 because it has to pass where it's coming from and mitigate. You see right on top of it, 0.7 86 Fibonacci has been mitigated. What do I expect the market should turn around? The only time I can sell now, if it's another structure should create itself and break this below, then I know I need to sell. But right now it's a buy right here. If you have a buy since yesterday, I expect you to be in the market because this is your stop loss. But if you're just getting into the trade today, this is where you need to get into the market, and make sure whenever you see a counter structure, you need to leave the market immediately. Like I used to say, you need to leave the market immediately when you see a counter structure. So now what am I expecting for BTC today? I'm expecting to see this thing pushing up as far as we don't see any counter structure like a sell signal or whatever. And please join the community because I'll be dropping the signals to tell you guys when to leave the market or when to get off the market. Because when you drop a video like this, you only know when you should get into the market. You do not know when to get out, because some of us don't even understand what the counter structure means. Some of us even don't understand what a reverse structure is presented itself. So we need to watch out. Don't forget, we have news breaking out today. So that's that on BTC. BTC is looking good. A buy over here, stop loss over here. Structure create itself. The structure has been fulfilled because we have 1, 2, 3. Then we have invisible cell that breaks down here 1, 2, 3 nicely, and now past where the market is coming from. You can see because we have 1, 2, then the market move like this. So the market is coming from here. It's already past it. Then you need to measure it from here to the top. It's going to give you 0.786 Fibonacci, and that is correct. So the only time we can sell back now is the market should come back down, breaking this green structure, to now create a sell. Then we need to close our buy and take a sell. Okay, but right now it's a buy from 26,800, but sometimes this candle might not finish green, might pull back to continue coming down, so you need to be careful. And if that should happen, if this candle you're seeing right here come back to pull back, I'm telling you, you need to sell at 26,650. You need to get out of the market, because that means it has shown that there is a rejection around this point, and is now confirming this structure. Now I need to change this to white. Now it's not confirming this structure. You see, it's not confirming at 1, 2, 3, going back to mitigate it. Then once it start coming down, that means it's confirming the structure and the market will start coming down. So you need to stick closer, and I'll be dropping the signal in the community too, so you guys can have understanding of whatever that's going on in the market, so you don't get confused on the chart. So if you've not subscribed to this channel, please just support your boy. Subscribe, like, and share, and do not forget to turn on the notification button so you get the video as soon as I drop it. All right, that's that on BTC. Let's check out ETC. What's happening with Ethereum? Ethereum has been dropping, be following the structure nicely after we have this massive drop. You see, we have the structure right here come down. We don't have any spike here. You can see Ethereum is expecting the structure right here, except for the spike right here. We have 1, 2, 3. Then we have this create another 1, 2, 3 coming down to create the 4. Couldn't break out. You see what I'm saying? This is what Bitcoin is doing. We have couldn't break out. Now respecting this structure, because this is a structure. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You see, and this is a minor structure. So what are we expecting from Ethereum? Ethereum right now for me has not printed a buy structure for me. You understand? I need a buy structure to create itself, because this is the last week. We're showing we are just having a move up to create a structure for us to have a buy. But if this thing continue to move on, we're going to have what we call a reversal structure candle, or how am I going to call it? a reversal structure candle and a candle structure. You understand? So if it should break around 1566, we can get into the market and put our stop loss there. But depends on how the market, because the news is coming and we need to be careful. And if you're using lower time frame for that also, you can see even though in your lower time frame no structure is being presented on Ethereum. So I don't see the reason why you should jump into Ethereum now. I always tell you, let the structure create itself. If you're even trading the lower account, let it break out, come back to mitigate 0.618 before you get into the market, and that is going to do you a lot. Now let's move on to WLD for some of us trading altcoin. You can see right here that this has been dropping, and I love this project. You know why I love this project? When it's moving, it moves nicely. When it's dropping, it drops nicely without no spikes, without no useless noise and all of that happens with BTC and some other project. That's why I love this project, and I can tell you, if you're trading WLD now, it's still a sell. There is no buy yet, except you want to use this double bottom right here to get into the trade, and I would advise you don't do that, because that means you're taking the trade early and it might just push up then continue going down. So there's no structure, there is no buying for me at WLD. Only let's go to lower time frame, maybe we see any structure. No even structure created in lower time frame. And when you look at the old movement, you can see structure created before you see the movement. If you don't wait for the structure to create itself and you jump into the market, you might get liquidated. So WLD, ETH, no structure has been creating itself yet. I'm going to update in the community and let you guys know when the structure creates itself, when you need to get into the market. And remember, we're having news today, so you need to trade cautiously, you need to trade carefully. You understand? But BTC got a structure. You see, break out of a structure with minor, and now create a spike, expected a spike, and now moving up. Now the 2 hour is finished. If it's coming down back to break 26,700, I'm jumping to sell, and my stop loss will be here. But if we continue to move up, I'll continue to ride my entry from here since yesterday, which is around 26,775. You understand? Because my stop loss is there, stop loss is not mitigated yet. And that's what I have to share with you on chart analysis. Please write down in the comment section whatever pairs you want me to analyze for you. Please write down in the comment section, like, share, and definitely subscribe to the channel. Turn on the notification bell so you get all this juicy content I'll be dropping for you. And I'll be dropping some educational videos for you to understand, for beginners, for intermediate, and for pro traders to improve themselves in this trading space. All right, without taking your time, this is where I'm gonna stop, and it's peace out. I still remain myself, KC the Great. I'm I'll catch you next time. Peace.